Hey guys, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. In this tutorial, I'll be demonstrating how to create this ruffly frame cake is what I'm going to go with. If you guys have a better name, please leave it in the comments. For the very top, I'm adding in some buttercream in pink. I'm using the hybrid buttercream frosting, and I'll leave that linked in the description box and the eye icon above. Make sure it's all nice and coated and thick, and then go around with your bench scraper. If you'd like to know how to assemble an extra tall cake like this, I will also link it in the eye icon and the description box below. If there are any pockets, fill it in with some more frosting and then gently smooth it down until it's nice and smooth like so. I'm going to keep that top lip raised and I'm going to pop it into my fridge for at least half an hour. After it's nice and set, I'll cut it off with a super hot and sharp knife. You might want to reheat the knife each time you go in to take a swipe off the cake, just to make sure that it glides through and creates a nice, neat, sharp finish. Use a spatula to bring in any loose bits, and then back into the fridge to set while we prepare our decorations. This is fondant. I don't actually make my own, I buy this, and it's the Bakels brand. I've added a little bit of red gel food color into this just to tint it a very, very light pink. After you roll it nice and thin, about 2 millimeters in thickness, cut out little circles. I used the Circle Maxi Cutter by Sugar Crafty. Take your circles, give them a pinch on either side between your index and your thumb, and then bring them into the center to create a ruffle. I mass produced these in one bulk hit, and that way they had time to dry. It just makes it a little bit easier to stick onto your cake. Here I have a laser cut message that I'm just applying to the cake with some buttercream just behind the acrylic, and then I'm going around creating a bit of a frame with some buttercream. This is going to be our glue. Important note, the thinner you make your ruffles, the better it is, because they're not going to be as heavy compared to a really thick ruffle. So take your time when rolling it out and make sure it's nice and thin. It also cuts out your drying time as well, just dries that a lot faster that way too. I'm adding 2 on either side, a left and a right one, to hide my piped buttercream and to make a nice thick frame around our little hero of the cake, the gold acrylic. If you guys do need a name badge, I do make these. I'll link it in the description box below where you can find that. I found that it was a little bit bare. I had turn on tone, which is what I was after, but I still needed a bit more pop of color, so I went in with some green buttercream. I just colored my buttercream with some electric green gel color and applied some leaves using a piping bag, or you could use a number 352 piping tip. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and you give it a go. If you do, hashtag Rosie's Dessert Spot so I can see your awesome creations as well. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next tutorial.